UST in full control of this match so far. They've won the first 2 sets over FEU, 25-17, 25-19.
Set number 2 was a lot more exciting until that latter half of the second set. You're right, Eric. It was really a nip, tuck, and fair, and just a couple of points or just even a point. Nakalamang itong FEU for one instance, but FEU or UST pulled away because of the poor reception again of FEU. Di nila control yung serve ni Maruha Banatikla at 1 point of that set, and that gave UST a 4 or 5 point separation. But what was impressive is the good play of Tabaquero this time. Ito yung sinasabi natin, the big names come out to play in big games, and UST relying on Tabaquero to close out FEU in that second set. Aiza Maiso also doing her share with her back quick attacks. Also Hannah Manses scoring and helping UST with the block. But FEU really can't rely on Vivas alone to attack. Kita mo kanina nung nawala yung reception, and they cannot set it up to Vivas the way that she wanted. Yung offense nila parang biglang nawala. And UST took control of that and ended it with a service ace from Rhea Bimakulangan. And again, UST relying on its strengths, its blocking, its heavy offense. 17 attacks, 9 only for FEU. Talagang hindi tumataas yung opensa ng FEU. 2 blocks for UST and none for FEU. How can you win without blocking anything? And of course, 10 unforced errors for UST and 4 for FEU. So these, FEU needs to do a lot of things, and I thought they were on the way of doing that in that beginning of that second set, pero nagkulang na naman, and again UST now on top by 2 sets.
At the start of the coverage, we mentioned that FEU is in a must-win situation because they need to sweep with a W the rest of their remaining 3 games, including this one. And now they are in the must-win situation, the mother of must-win situations, because this is the only, this is the set that they have to take it. Otherwise, they're going to go home weeping.
Santiago has been put back in.
And that ankle still bothering Dindin Santiago, probably as she commits an error on her first attempt here in set number 3.
That was a 4-touch call on UST. They say that ball did not go over the net, did not touch any blocker of FEU. Now this ball going to Larry.
FEU off to a good start. Again, they had a 2-point lead in set number 2. Let's see if they can maintain this lead or even add to it in set number 3. Good defense. Slowed that attack by Tabaquero, Tianco. And here comes UST again. Ooh, that was far from the net, and a soft hit from Tabaquero, but still it got the point for UST. Speaking of UST, let's listen to find out more about them from Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, if service is one major element that a coach considers, well, form might be another. Coach Shaq, in fact, constantly corrects his girls in the way they block, attack, and tip the ball over, trying to get them to be the most efficient that they can possibly be. But more importantly, he ranted in that last huddle about the girls' lack of focus. Wala namang kakaibang nangyayari dyan, inararattle kayo. He told them to put even more force in their movements and to try to close out this last set. Now, about Dindin Santiago, she has been really itching to play all game long, and Coach Shaq almost put her in during the last part of the second set, except that Hannah Manse actually scored a really great point, and so to Dindin's dismay, she had to wait until this set to play the game. Eric and Ian?
Thanks, Jessica. Well, form is, taking 1 point from that report by Jessica. Form is definitely one of the key aspects, if not, the most important one of all, because if you don't have the good form, then you're not going to execute the move properly.
Exactly. You're right, Eric, and that's basic, At this level, kailangan talaga
malinis.
Pulidong-pulido dapat.
And with the eagle eye of these officials, one wrong move and you're going to get called. Speaking of Dindin Santiago, of course, as an athlete, you're raring to see action.
Gigil ka ng
Nanggigil nga sobra yata, kaya nagka-error on the first hit si Dindin. But, she seems to be better, which is, all for the good of UST, of course. Cabanag, cut shot. UST, solid block by Cabanag and Vivas on Aiza Maiso.
Wow. Vivas being active also on the block.
She's the do-it-all woman.
Yeah,
Cherry May Viva. She's doing everything for FEU. Let's listen in to Ricky Flores.
Now, it's not only the service reception that's been bugging Coach Ness, it's also the blocking and coverage of the Lady Tamaraws. He specifically singled out Monique Pianco, telling her not to hide from the block, but to block the ball. But he called out the entire team, telling them hindi nyo ini-enjoy yung game. Hindi bawal ngumiti. Uy, it's nice to know Coach Ness still has a sense of humor. After every huddle, he'd always tell his girls, oh, tahimik na tayo. May nakikinig sa meeting natin, ichichismis na naman sa TV. Eric and Ian?
Ikaw yun daw. Thanks, Ricky. Well, I guess Coach, Ness noticed that UST enjoying this game, smiling a lot. FEU should do that as well. Be more relaxed, make them, at least play loosely.
Yeah, that's right. And April Jose again with another error, and April's really not in her element today. You can see that in the second set. She was pulled out by Coach Ness, and Remio made a good account of herself in that second set run by FEU.
But going to that first part of the report by Ricky, all of the things pointed out by Coach Ness Pamilar, the blocking, the coverage, it's all about defense, which we talked about as well in set number 2. That's
right. Yun yung kailangan nila talagang pagbutihan and try to improve on that. Especially here now, it's the third set. This is for everything. If they want to extend it to a fourth, they've got to start by winning this third set.
That was a little too far for Ortiz, but she made do with what she had. Excellent athleticism by this young woman. And wow, she hit the first one, came back, and she was given the second touch, and she made up for it.
Ganda ng setup doon ni Rhea. Remember, she did not see Ortiz because Ortiz came from her back, but by instinct or just by playing with each other for a long time, you know that Ortiz is gonna come in.
Oh, and again, that porous defense of FEU in full display there. Wasn't the strongest hit from Banaticla, and you see the frustration in the face of Coach Ness Pamilar of FEU. Nothing going right for FEU here, but they are still in the thick of things, just down by 1 point. Make that, we're tied at just 7-all. Good job by Peñaranda. Chance of go FEU, ringing inside the arena, egging this Lady Tamaraws team to give it their all. Wow.
Banaticla, she's not a rookie. Like, when you see her hit those outside sets, parang hindi rookie naglalaro.
Too much firepower for UST. They're up by 187. It is Fans Day Sunday for Jack Alarca, Steph Mercado, and Chuck Cruz. Earlier on, Lasal got a little bit of a scare against NU as they lost 1 set and won 4 sets in 4 sets against the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs.
That's right, and De La Salle, of course, very interested to watch UST and FEU play because there's a good chance that the last game of the season, or I think the last game of the elimination is going to be La Salle and UST, and that is the day.
It's the V-Day.
V-Day. That is Valentine's Day here in the arena.
And you're going to be calling that game, right?
I think I am.
That's an awesome match. Sunday, 4 p.m. or, thereabouts.
Yeah.
The LSU and UST will see action.
The top 2 teams. 2 powerhouse teams, both in offense and in defense. Similar styles of play, very active with combination plays. Excellent blocking teams, Tong UST and De La Salle. So that's a matchup that we are eager to see happen.
But to the match at hand, UST again starting to flex their muscle and to pull away. Here in set number 3, they're up by 2, 10-8 on the Rhea de Maculangan, sir.
Another service ace.
Good position by Jackie San Vicente of FEU. She was picking it up sideways.
Doon dinadala talaga ni Rhea. Nakita